Hello, my name is Gregtech and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. Yep, this is Gregtech. Last episode we left off and we managed to craft up another energy cluster, so that's 3. Only 5 more to go and we can craft up the ultimate battery. We are like getting there. It is pretty crazy and it's going faster and faster because I have been doing a whole bunch of different upgrades and stuff. I didn't I just crossed that one off because that is the epoxid. They're both same thing. Yeah, I'm thinking hopefully relatively soon we shall be crafting up that ultimate battery. That'll be really fun. I've also started getting more stuff for the infinity armor. So this is like the thing we need for the blood infused stuff. So doing the chest piece. So this is for these blood infused iron plates, and then you just have to send it through the extruder. That's not what I want. Plate. I think I put it in there, didn't I? Ew, maybe I didn't. That's still back in the old world. I'll have to go get that. Yeah, I think everything is going pretty. I think today, obviously, we're going to continue, you know, crafting up the energy clusters. But I think for the most part, we're done. I must have put them in here. Okay, where did I put that? Oh, wait, there's a chest. That's right. I think I left a chest over. And think. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I ever showed this, but I accidentally blew up a battery buffer when I was doing bees. And we have a kind of a large explosion and took out the base and a whole bunch of like, I think I had a old battery buffer here or something. I can't remember, but yeah, now there's a giant hole in the base and teleported the dragon egg that was up there. So there is just a random dragon egg chilling in my old base. But yeah, I want to get these going at least. You may notice that my extrusion machine is not running anymore, and that is because it turns out doing a 500,000 second recipe for a machine that you need to use a lot of is not a good idea. So unfortunately, I did have to cancel that recipe. So we lost about 1,000 ingots of neutronium, but oh well. I have gone ahead and crafted up an extruder, a UV extruder, and we'll just use this solely for the certificate of not a noob anymore, or whatever it's called. What is it called? Nan? Certificate? What is it called? There it is, certificate. Yeah, certificate of not being a noob anymore. Is being misspelled on purpose? I don't know. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get that. But I need to get the neutronium blocks. But that way, I can just have this running by itself, just kind of permanently until we get it. So I put. Just notice that we don't want that. Let's disable that. All right, so I'm going to get that going. Today, I think I have. I thought I had more biocells. Maybe I am mistaken. I thought I had enough for. I could have sworn I had enough of the biocells. I thought I had 500. Maybe I was mistaken. For the, I need 60 more. We need 32 of these to craft up the next parts. Unfortunately, because we needed to use, I forget what these were used for, but we needed to scan one, and so we don't have the 32, even though we've crafted 32 of them up. So we'll get that going. I am totally forgetting what I was about to do. I'm getting myself distracted here. Like I said, I did a couple improvements with the recipes. I also switched out these. These are both ZPM now. So as we can see, oops, this is all connected to ZPM. This is ZPM as well. This is going this fast, and it's not able to keep up with the distillery. Still, like, is too fast. I don't know if it's actually an issue because maybe not. Yeah, because even if it is, if we saw that like it was inputting like all that fluid, it's still turning on and off. So I don't know if there's like any way we can even input that much fast enough fluid kind of thing. Oh, there it goes. It stayed on for a little bit there. But yeah, basically just getting this phenol built up as fast as possible. Because man, do we go through a lot of epoxid. Alright, let me, just noticed, need to charge this stuff up. Yeah, let me craft up some more of that neutronium. Yeah, I'm just like right on the edge of... Man, I need to craft up another fusion reactor. I've just been delaying it so much. It's not even that difficult. I just need a whole bunch of UV superconductor wires. And I figured out how many I needed, but... yeah. That's basically the hardest part, I think, if I remember correctly. And obviously crafting up the controller, but... oh yeah, Stargate. That's fun. And then we need... man, this stuff is just so ridiculously expensive. It's not even funny. Like, and superconducting cobalt. Like, who came up with these recipes? I'm just curious. Who came up with those Stargate recipes? They are insane. Anyway, let me cut here. I'm going to get the neutronium blocks. And, oh, also, I crafted up... this is what I was trying to remember. Crafted up a packager for the... oh. Probably thinks it can't put it in there because this isn't there. For the platinum grains. There we go. Once that speeds up, this will speed up in a second, and it'll keep up with this. I've not seen any packager for anything higher than IV. So puts things in the box, puts things... yeah, I only see LV through IV. I can't, there's no other things. I don't know if that's on purpose or is this just too fast? I don't know, because this is almost instantaneous. I have no clue. But yeah, so that's just turning the platinum grains into a platinum. But yeah, it's fast enough. It's IV, I think. So we will just turn that all into platinum. Anyway, let me cut here and we will be back. And we are back, and I've done a couple things here. Get some of this put away. One, I crafted up 15 more crafting processing units. I never really see like where this is making a difference, to be honest. But supposedly it lets you craft more. I don't know if that... yeah, I don't really know. Like, I've never placed these before. I did one recipe, and I had one crafting computer, and then I tested the same recipe with, like, 20 of these things, and I feel like nothing really changed with how fast it went or how many processes it could do. But, I figure probably won't hurt, right? So, just do that. Also, I got my blocks of neutronium back again, so I'm just going to go ahead and I think we'll be good on power. I'm a little worried about doing this because I can't turn it off, basically. Alright, there we go. It's probably going to be... ooh, even longer. Alright. That's right, it's because the multi-blocks do better overclocking. Yeah, that's right. So they're going to be faster. But alright, so 800,000 second thing. Oh, it's only using ZPM though. Alright, that's good. It's not using like a full amp of UV, even though this isn't a UV machine. Alright, But yeah, we'll just let that run for, I think that's like 6 days. That'll be running permanently. But yeah, eventually we will stop being a noob. I'm looking forward to that. Also, I have gone ahead and I needed to, unfortunately, kind of breaks the look of this building, but I had to build a processing array, and that is because uranium combs, take a look at the recipe. I can do it with the autoclave, and I'm like, oh, that's great, but oh, it needs clean room. So I was like, all right, so I'll just place the, I'll just build the processing array, and then I'll put the replicator or the autoclave that I had that was doing the gallium. I was like, oh, I'll just throw that in there and that'll be fine. Until I noticed this is a 190-second recipe with one autoclave. I didn't realize that was so long. 1500 seconds at IV. So that is a very slow recipe. So what I've done, and hopefully this will be faster. It's using about 200,000. But I've gone ahead and once that finishes, I think this is all done. Yeah. I have gone ahead and got a ton of autoclaves. Luckily, I have this on autocrafting. And yeah. So I feel like a lot of these that I am kind of doing these, I'm going to be doing 64 IV machines if I can, obviously, in these processing arrays. I don't know. I just feel like that works better. I feel like that's going to be using more power. I don't know. Let's turn it on. Let's see what happens. So that should have, oh, I don't know actually. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue, I think. I'm going to turn that off. If I do, I wonder if I have multiple hatches or input buses filled with combs, will that make a difference? I have no idea, actually. But yeah, because I'm just realizing I have a small input bus there, but the recipe is 9, so it pulled as many as it possibly could there. And I'm curious, is that progress bar going to keep going up? I actually don't know. I really, wait, no, that's okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah, 15, because it's an IV machine I put in there. But it's doing that as many as it possibly can. It's not 64 at the moment. It's only, I wish it said installed. No, that's machine tier installed as IV. Parallel processing 64, but obviously that didn't pull enough combs. All right, so I have that pause so I can fix this when it's done. I don't want to break it because we'll lose that. Also, the uranium combs only uses 25 liters of UU matter, so it's super cheap in that regard. But yeah, what happens if I do like 4 input hatches of uranium combs? Can it pull from all of them? I actually have no idea. Because if I have 60, let me do quick math here, 64 machines in there times 9, it needs 576 combs, and that's actually more than the HV input bus. All right, so that'll be something to test, I think. Yeah, but we'll just kind of get that going. I think that's going to be, unfortunately, it's a bit annoying. It's so slow, but you do get 4 from this. And like I said, if I'm doing 64 at a time, we're actually getting a few stacks. So, it's an infinite resource. Anyway, I think it is time for one last... Did I do everything? I guess we'll check that off. I did that. The only thing I didn't do is the nano circuits. I may do this because we need how many... Can't remember how many thousands of circuits, and I can only do 1 at a time. So I was thinking about doing a processing array of these circuit assembly machines, but I didn't I didn't do that yet, so I just wanted to take another look and see. So yeah, I think it's time. We'll go ahead and try out all the different things. I may be short on, oh, trinium. That was unexpected, actually. Yeah, trinium. I need more deep iron. Dang it. Oberon, I think I get that from. I can't remember. I'll have to look that up. Oh man, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to go like mine some trinium. Unless there is a way to get trinium, I'll take a look at that. So maybe, I mean, a lot of these you can do bees. Like I can Titan Stone Dust. I can get some trinium as a kind of. Ooh, actually, maybe I should do Enceladus Dust because I need Mysterious Crystal Dust, and I think maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Just some way to get infinite resources, I think. But anyway, let me cut here and we will come back. All right, we are back and it's been quite some time. I have even crafted up another energy cluster. So we're up to 4. We only need 4 more. We're halfway to an ultimate battery. That's so crazy. But I wanted to, before we kind of do that, I need to fix a couple things here. One is I've replaced the thing with 2 input buses, and I wanted to see if it'll pull from both at the same time. This is the easiest way I could think of to do it right now, just to test. So if we hit turn that on, and what do we see? So pulled from that. It looks like it only pulled from 1. All right, so that is good to know. Let's see how much it is. 100. That's a full 64 would be. So it's only doing about 32 of them. All right. So unfortunately, that is not pulling from all of them. I didn't think it would pull from 2. But that does seem to be confirmation. All right, so there is another item, and I had forgotten these were in the pack, so thank you for mentioning it. But there are called super buffers, and they hold more things. So as we can see, this holds like 128. There's no GUI for it though. But maybe we can try this out. Unfortunately, they are really expensive, like most of the stuff from Gregtech ++. It's just so expensive. But I think if I want to do this, first I need to figure out, all right, so if there's 64 machines and they do 9 combs each, what is that? That would be 64 times 9. So we need 576. Wait, no, of course. Wait. No, that should be, what am I talking about? There's 64 machines. And then 9 combs each. Yeah, that would be 9 stacks of 64, right? Is this way easier than I'm making it out to be? Oh, maybe it doesn't need both. All right, maybe this is doing 64. I thought, for some reason I was thinking it would be full amp. Maybe it's, well, maybe not. Oh, of course not, because it's probably not using a full amp. Yeah, what am I talking about? I'm getting myself all sorts of confused here. Yeah, it's only using half an amp, less than half an amp of IV. All right, so that's why it's only using, all right. So, okay, math is hard. Yeah, so 9 stacks of 64 would be all 64 machines. So I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, anyway, there are super large buffers and input buses. If we want to do that at some point, that's something to think about. But unfortunately, they are like very expensive. I mean, it's not difficult, but it seems to be like one item and one fluid that is a bit annoying. But anyway, yeah. I think we'll just, did I turn that back on? Yeah, I think we'll just leave that on, I guess. I do have these all turned off because I was going to say before I got a little distracted from that is I am really struggling for power here. And part of the problem is I have a bunch of world accelerators running now. So we have like all these running for my bees. I have 2 under there. I have a couple in the farm. I need... I have a couple other things that are running permanently. For example, like this is running permanently. This I have turned off for the minute. But this basically runs permanently with the glowstone. So I am really kind of not struggling, but like I am definitely taxing my power system here. Where else? Like ore processing, this thing is running pretty much permanently, and these are running pretty much permanently. So I think it is time to finally break down and build some more fusion reactors. So I got to do a little bit of kind of figuring out what I want to do. I want to leave this building here. I like the way this looks. I think this looks pretty cool and everything. What I'm thinking is send this into like a tank and then have another line from somewhere else come up like into it kind of thing, and then we'll branch off into these. It's kind of what I'm thinking here. I know I still want to do... I'm thinking I want to do just, you know, to say I finished the pack, not the catalyst ones, the infinity, the regular ones, but these are super expensive. Like, I think it would be fun to have 8 with the huge turbines producing that much EU per tick. I think it's 3 million and something. So I think that would be kind of cool, but we need a lot of plasma to do that. So I'm thinking maybe I should set up everything to craft up a fusion reactor. I'm not going to do the MK4 or whatever it is. This thing is just ridiculously expensive. We talked about that. Like, and the machine casings are just insanely expensive. So not going to do that, but I will, I guess. Yeah, I guess we should just do... Are these UV? Yeah, they are UV. Yeah, I guess I should do Mark III fusion reactors. The question is how many, is what I'm kind of thinking. And we should probably just start with 1. I'm thinking maybe get everything sorted out, like write down everything that we need to craft up a full fusion reactor. This is solely going to be used for power though, so I don't need like all these hatches. It may be cheaper just to do the regular machine casings and stuff. So I got to figure that out. I basically only need 2 hatches, 2 input hatches, 1 output hatch, basically. A controller. I would need enough energy hatches to do the recipe, but we don't need more because these things are quite expensive, UV energy hatches. So yeah, let me cut here and I'll get kind of a little bit of a building planned out. I think we're going to just pipe this fluid in. It's going to be quite a long thing, probably underneath. So maybe over here, somewhere where I can definitely expand to, I think. Because this I could have, you know, I don't know, 4 or 5 fusion reactors. I think would be pretty cool in a large building. So maybe like start over here and kind of expand out, maybe have like a huge fusion reactor thing. I don't know. It's kind of what I'm thinking. And then we'll just run pipes, the fusion plasma pipes, like into the turbines. That will be the turbines will be right here, I think. That's kind of what I'm thinking at this point. All right, so let me start working out everything. Thankfully, I have a lot of these recipes already auto-crafting. I have recipes for a lot of them. So, yeah, and maybe we can actually get I can do, with the 16 processing patterns, I can get the entire fusion reactor in here quite easily, actually. I think that would be cool. Anyway, let me do some of this and we'll be back. All right, I am back and I have kind of planned out at least 4. I can do more if I want. I have no idea how many we're going to need. I haven't done the math on this, but I figure I'll probably go out this way if I want to add more. But basically that's kind of where I have it mapped out for the fusion reactors. I need to clear all that long grass, but I'll worry about that in a little bit. I've also done a bunch of recipes and stuff for coils. So I think the fusion coils, yeah. We're gonna need 33 of them. Because you need 32 for the center ring, and then you need 1 for the fusion control computer, which is kind of annoying. I actually don't like that. And unfortunately, the this, I don't want to click on it, but you can only do it with a recipe with a wrench in it. So this takes forever to figure that out, which is a bit of a pain. But there we go. There is 33 coils, fusion coils. We are going to need a lot of those, but for the most part, I mean, it's really not that bad, actually. I mean, yeah, it's kind of expensive, but wait, why do I need these? Oh, because right. Okay, what am I talking about? Duh. The superconducting coils I'm going to do with the UHV the superconducting ones, I think, just because. But one thing I did notice is a bit rough. I mean, everything is, none of this is like difficult at all by this point of the pack, but where is it? It does use 23,000 iron, and I actually don't have, I'm like going through my iron pretty quick here. Yeah, it's these things that cost so much to craft up, but oh, anyway, let's get that going. Oh, of course it's not gonna work. There it goes. I had all the stuff for one of them because I had to do the recipes, but yeah, what was I gonna say? I totally forgot what I was gonna say. These actually aren't that bad at all. Other than these, but even these aren't that bad. I mean, we don't even use that many circuits. They just take a lot of resources, but I am going through a lot of iron, unfortunately. I do have an iron B set up for it, but we're down to 41,000 because I'm not running the miner, which I should probably get going. But we are using a ton of iron for this, the iron fluoride, because we use so many circuits. We just like are tearing through that. So yeah, I gotta figure out a better way, because it's definitely not, I mean, we're getting a decent amount. You can't even see it. They're being pulled out so fast. The iron combs there, but yeah, it's definitely not keeping up with how fast I'm going through it. And yeah, you can like barely see it. There it is. So I mean, we're getting a decent amount of them, but yeah, we need 4 for 1. But yeah. Before I forget, I am going to, I can be done. Uranium. Up to 4,000 uranium, which is not bad considering it's like free resources. So that will pulverize that down and we'll get more uranium. I think this gives, oh, does it not? I was thinking it was going to give, oh well. Yeah, we need the uranium for the radon. So that is why I wanted to get that going. Yeah, so there we go. So that's what we're using the uranium for. And I just have this running. So yeah, it's 1500 seconds, but you get 256 uranium dust when it finishes. So what is that? 1500 and let's see, how much are we getting from that? 1523 seconds, we get 256. So we're getting like, math is hard, 6 every second or something like that. Is that right? Something like that. Yeah, we're getting... It's actually not that bad of a... Wait, is that... I don't know. 1523 seconds and we get 256. So yeah, we're getting 1 every 6 seconds. I think that's what... Yeah, 1 every 6 seconds. That's what we're doing. Not 6 every second. 1 every 6 seconds. But that will just keep going and get the radium going for all the smelting that we need. I'm going to continue to do this. I have recipes for the fusion casings as well. I have 16. I have this all worked out. So we need a Mark III controller. We need 12 UV energy hatches, just 2 UV input hatch, 1 output hatch. The 32 fusion coils, and then 112 fusion casings. I think that is correct. And these aren't bad, but right, so we need, did I say 112? Oops, 112 minus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 96. All right, and these aren't even that bad either. I think we just need rhodium. Is that what we're using? Yeah, rhodium. I don't know. I'm not complaining. Where's the rhodium thing? Don't I need rhodium? There it is. 180 rhodium. All right, for a fusion reactor. Well, I need a bit more because we're not doing the full amount. All right, but let's get that going as well, I guess. So we are well on the way to creating a new fusion reactor. I'm going to continue to get this stuff. I need to do... Yeah, I didn't really want to do recipes for these, but I think... I mean, everything... This is all... Wait a second. Ah, that's right. I was thinking we just use the one from before, but we actually don't. That's actually easier than I was thinking it was going to be. For some reason, I was thinking you use the fusion coil on the Mark 1, and then you need the Mark 2 for, that would be the Mark 2, or whatever kind of thing. But that's actually easier than I was thinking. Other than that, this actually isn't that bad at all. Although I don't have a flux electrum anywhere. All right, but we're going to continue this next episode. We'll come back and yeah, we will craft up the fusion reactor. There is also, I think, once I get the fusion reactor, I may check out, I said I was going to finish the pack, but I may check out the void miner just to see before we finish this up. But yeah, maybe we'll check that out. This is not the easiest. Well, actually, it's pretty easy. It just looks really crazy. What is that? 100,000, 9 million, 235 billion. That's actually not even... That's not that bad. But all right, yeah, we'll do that. And probably not next episode, but I need to get the fusion reactor set up and piping over the fuel so we can finally get our power up here. And yeah, maybe take a look at what we're kind of looking at for this recipe for the void miner. And also we need, I can remember, Ogan. Yes, there we go. We'll take a look at how we create this fluid. But anyway, that'll be it for this episode. So thanks for watching and have a good one.